Whew. All right. We are all set up, ready to go. Sako's Tech Spot is live. Welcome, everybody. I hope everyone is having a great time during this quarantine. Sorry if the angle is just straight downward. Hey, I'm here. But that's just how we're going to have to do it. I do not have a multi-camera setup. So this is just going to happen straight from the phone. So what we're going to do is we're going to start working on this old machine. If you read the title, you know what's up already. I got this old computer from my cousin. It is from 2007-ish era, something like that. It still has DDR2 RAM, and it has a dual core processor. So this video is all about bringing this back, making sure everything works. I'm actually going to grab a keyboard really quick because first things first, we got to make sure this thing is alive. I actually have no idea if it works. So we're going to find out. This might be a short video. I probably should have tested before starting the live stream, but we're already here. Let's just, well, it's already plugged in. Let's turn it on, see what happens. The front of the PC is flashing a green light. I don't know what that means. On. Okay, so I got a flashing light. That's it. I got a flashing light. I don't know what that means. Can I hold it? Does anything happen if I hold it? Holding it turns it off. Oh. All right. So holding the button stopped the light, and I have a monitor off camera over there just to make sure everything's up and running. Let's see what to say. Previous fan failure, previous fan or pump failure, battery voltage is low. I could push F1 for continuing or F2 for setup utility configuration, I guess. Let's try doing F1, see what happens. All right, it looks like it's loading Windows XP. Wonderful. So it's not going to be very exciting until we actually crack this puppy open and start changing stuff. All right, we're at a login screen. Okay, let's see here. Sorry if I'm shaking the camera. Press Control Alt Delete to begin. I think it's really slow. To be honest, I don't have a mouse connected to it. I should probably get a mouse. We'll just put this little trackball of a mouse. All right, there we go. All right, so that's working. I don't know why. Oh, okay, there it is. What to say? It looks like it wants the administrator password. You could log in. Oh, okay. This is an old business computer. So that being said, we're going to do a complete wipe, but it looks like it's up and running. We'll also check out the fan failure and all that. I'm going to remove this sticker. Venus, this is not your toy. This is my toy. Is the cat going to screw with my stuff? We'll see. All right. So that's a good sign. Let me shut it down. And we're going to continue along. Windows XP shutdown. I haven't seen that for a long time. Okay. Windows is shutting down. So it works. That's the important part. I'm going to turn this off for now. Let's also move this to my desk. You want to say hi to everyone? Hi, here's Venus. Okay, now you gotta come off. System battery voltage is low. Okay, but I was supposed to shut down. Does it refuse to shut down? What the hell? Okay, we're going to have to do a hard shutdown. Venus, darling, please. Okay, it's not shutting down. So I'm just going to hit this button. Okay, we're going to do it the hard way. All right, so that being said, let's open this puppy up and see if we can start upgrading things out of it. Venus, please move. Thank you. They're playing. It's okay, they're playing, everybody. That's a joke. No one's dying over here. All right, this is kind of broken, if you did not notice in this corner. And you're supposed to pull up on this lever and it's supposed to open stuff up, but it's not doing that. There we go. I was pulling it the wrong way. Silly me. All right. It's open. More exciting. The video got 10 times more exciting just now. We get to see the internals. I should leave it plugged in, right? Yeah, we just gotta be careful. I'm wearing polyester pants. Could create static. So ultimately my idea is to upgrade the RAM and CPU for this video. And then the next video, after we're done with the hardware, we're gonna move on to software. Another thing I would like to do, I don't know if we're gonna get to it in this particular video, but I wanna upgrade the hard drive. So there should be only one right now. We'll see if we can put 2 new hard drives. By new, I just mean SATA, because these are IDE. And I'm not even sure if this thing has a SATA controller. I really hope it does. I don't know. I don't see any SATA inputs. If there's no SATA inputs, this might be kind of a useless project. Is this SATA right here? This looks like SATA. That is SATA. Maybe we'll take out the disk drive because it looks like only one SATA port there. And then we have an IDE hard drive, I believe. Is it IDE? No, it's a SATA hard drive. It's SATA. Okay. 06 wasn't that long ago. All right. It does have a floppy drive, which I do want to remove. Maybe that'll open some space. We can put a little 2.5-inch drive there. But okay, first things first, let's, I'm going to remove this disk drive from the top. I should have probably opened it to see if there's a disk in it. Doesn't matter. Okay. First things first is the disk drive. So I have a screwdriver, but I'm not sure how it's held in place. Actually, I have no idea how this thing is held in place. Is it on latches? Could I just pull it out? Wow. There's disk drive. I don't think we need this. Is it a DVD? It's a DVD ROM, but is it a read-write? No, it's just ROM. So this was useless from the beginning. All right, garbage. Ooh, but it has these little screw things on the side. We might need that for the hard drive. So not garbage per se, but that's just gonna sit over there. Next thing is the floppy. So I don't care about floppies anymore, and neither should you guys. One thing I do want to do. I keep shaking the camera, but I'm sorry. You guys know that. Support this channel, and hopefully we'll invest in some actual some actual equipment to handle this, plus multiple camera angles so you can see my beautiful face. What does it say we're offline? I really hope I'm streaming with the right account. Is anyone here? I don't really know. There we go. We're just gonna have to deal with that. Okay. Whew. Beautiful. I see the stream now. All right. That's done. So if I pull this up, I remove this. Yes, I can. Look at that. If I have a 2.5-inch drive, this will work very well. Fucking floppies. Was there something I had to pull on this? I think I should. Oh, there is something here. Can I reach that? There we go. That worked. Oh, look at this floppy drive. It's always good to have this in case I ever decide to mess with old media, which will probably be never. But that's good to have. We opened up all this space. Look at that. So what kind of drive do we have in here? It's a Seagate, 7200 RPM. What's the storage? 80 gigs. 80 gigs. I'm going to leave that in there because I'm going to run FreeNAS, and FreeNAS requires a separate drive for all of its, I guess, installations and whatever it does. I'm not really too familiar with it, but we'll run FreeNAS, and that's going to be needed. So what I could do is I could put 2 more drives in here. I could put a 3.5-inch. I could put 2 3.5-inch if I really don't care about, keeping them professionally done. I could just have drives stacked in here. That's not going to be what we do. We do this the right way. 3.5-inch and a 2.5-inch where the floppy was. Hopefully that works. And there's a bunch of dust in here I'm going to have to clean out somehow. Ew. It's like spider webs. All right, so let's start with the easy stuff. First, I'm going to remove this IDE thing. Ribbon cable no longer is needed. Ugh, nasty. That's a nasty wasty. All right, that being done, next up is, what is this IDE thing? I don't know what this IDE thing is for. Is it being used by anything? So basically go to this riser card here, which is USB, I guess? Is this the USB cable? Holy shit, I think it is. Wow. Wow, indeed. That is this is an old school USB front panel connector. Aren't you glad we got rid of those? Well, I'm going to leave that there, because why not? This RAM, though, this RAM has to go. And my wonderful soon-to-be father-in-law girlfriend's father has blessed me with some DDR2 memory. Lots of DDR2 memory. We have this Corsair Dominator series, and this is probably a gig each. This is 2 gigs each. So this is 4 gigs right here. Let's see if we can get 6 gigs up in this beast. That's ridiculous. Hopefully they still work. I don't know if he's tested them or whatever, but I have faith in this. Did these both come down? They both come down. Old school. So the original ones in here were 512 each, so it had 1 gig of RAM. But we don't play that. Let's see if these Dominator ones work. And we'll put them where these just came out of. Do I have the notch in the right place? Can't tell. Let's try this side. See if it works. I think they are in the right place. Let's try it. Yep. All right. Upgrade is done. Now we're going to just do these 2 sticks of RAM, see if everything's up and running, and then go from there. Venus, you are upsetting me. All right. Let's do this. Actually, I don't even have to get up. The thing is plugged in. Let's just power it on. It's alive! It's alive. And then let me hit the delete button. Let's get into the BIOS. Let's see. Drive 1 not found. Serial ATA SATA 1 floppy diskette seek failure. The amount of system memory has changed. Okay, there we go. Cannot see memory info. 4 gigs. There it is. 800 megahertz. That's kind of weak sauce. That is kind of weak sauce. What the hell? 800 megahertz? It should be 1066. I'm going to update the BIOS later. So, another thing, boot sequence. Can I move this? What is that? Press up or down to select the device. UD to change the order. So D, 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 D. D, D, D. So CD and floppy are at the very end. They are actually unplugged. We'll do USB device first because we're going to boot later. That's good. More changes. No. Okay, how do I get back? I can't get back. I accept. Drives. Video. There's really nothing in here. I do have a video card that's pretty ancient. We'll try that out. Because why not? Why not? Save and exit. Let's see if we can get into Windows real quick. Or at least boot up to that Windows login page. The drive in there sounds okay. There's no clicking or anything. All right. There's super faint grinding, but that's fine. I could live with some grinding. Checking the file system. So it's doing a check disk now. And I'm assuming that's because we changed some components. So that being said, I'm going to try another 2 sticks of RAM that he has. He gave me 6 different sticks of RAM. Well, 4 of them are like the same brand, but you know what I mean. He gave me 6 modules. So there's 4 more here. Thank you, father-in-law. You are amazing. These are actually 800 megahertz speeds. 2 gig, 800 megahertz. I think these are all 2 gig. These are all 2 gig. These are exactly the same model and everything. So maybe running the 8 gigs like this, using all the same ones, might be a little better. Now I'm wondering, which way do I go here? We might do that. We might just use all the same brand and everything. I'll give him back these Dominator ones. Where's that video card at? Let me see if I can reach the video card. Let's see what kind of old video card we have in here. I don't even know what this is. What to say here? GeForce 8400 GS 512 megabytes of RAM. Holy crap, look at that. Ain't that a beaut? Oh wait, it's upside down for you guys. Ain't that a beaut? That's redonkulous. Takes you back, doesn't it? All right. That's going to be the very last thing we try, because that's the least thing I care about. Check disk is still going. Where are we at? It's still doing stuff. Oh, Windows has finished. Okay, so check disk is done. It's rebooting. We have a double beep. Can I zoom in on this? Oh, too much. Way too much. Oh, Snap City. There it is. Is it literally not any different? All right, so we're back at the loading screen. And what I'll do is just gonna power it off this way. Windows is shutting down, as it says over there. This is promising though. That means we can fill this baby up, and if 800 megahertz is the highest clock speed supported here, then that's gonna be fine. Just waiting for the shutdown. This is interesting. They didn't have a SATA connector back then. They had the SATA port connector, but the power is still Molex, which it's very, unless these two are floppy. You know what? I'm tripping. This is the SATA right here. Never mind. And I just noticed, if I want to get a second drive in here, there's no other SATA port. There's only two SATA ports. That raises a bit of a problem. That's a shame. So I could only have one other hard drive in here. Oh, that capacitor looks nasty. Could you guys see this capacitor here? It's in a very sad looking state. Well, we're going to run this thing to the ground. And why is it not off? Still not off. I'm going to just shut it down. Okay, cool. So let me remove these sticks of RAM. All right, and then we're going to throw all of these in here. Which way does this go? Nope. Other way around. All right, let's try that. 8 gigs of DDR2, baby. All right, let's get into the BIOS. Well, obviously we're going to do memory tests and stuff, but for right now, there it is, 8 gigs, DDR2, 800 megahertz, 2 gigs each, unbuffered. That's what's up. All right, let's turn it off. Next up, CPU, which is under here. And looks like there's 2 screws holding it down, and then it just flaps up, I guess. Oh, you know what? It's fine. It's within arm reach. I need thermal paste. Because we're going to try replacing this with the Q6600, which is probably one of my favorite processors ever made. It was one of the first consumer level quad core processors that were powerful and affordable. Basically, it was the 2500K of its day, if you guys remember the 2500K, which is pretty old at this point in time. Okay, there we go. Wow. It just kind of slides out like that. That's interesting. Dusty as hell. Ooh, that's terrible. I should probably find a way to clean this real quick. Oh man. I'm just gonna get a dry paper towel. I'll be our. Yeah. Oh, I can't get the lav mic off. All right, I'm gonna go get some paper towels and I'll be back. All right. I also got some rubbing alcohol because we're gonna need that at some point. Yeah, cleaning it is gonna be a bit of an issue. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of wipe it down as much as I can with a dry paper towel. I'm gonna just do this off camera because I'm just wiping dust off of a heat sink. Nothing special going on here. Shit, was that you or the cat? Make sure the cat's not in here. All right, I kind of wiped that down a good amount. I mean, the best thing to do here would just be to kind of throw some air at it. Oh man, should I do that? Should I go get my air duster thing? Ooh, I feel like I should look at that. What just happened there? Lord, that's nasty. It's like caked on too. Oh, I'm gonna tilt this up. I'm just gonna cause a nasty mess. Oof. Oh no. My serial number for Windows XP is exposed. Oh. You know what? I don't even think it matters. This thing is ancient. You want Windows XP? Go ahead. I had to open the window, get some air in here. Be careful with these capacitors. They are probably super fragile. There's a network card in here. Okay. Whew. Good shit. That's done. Okay. Next up, I'm gonna wipe the gunky, nasty thermal paste off of the heatsink here. I'm gonna use some rubbing alcohol just for good measure. Ooh, look at that. I don't know how I'm doing this. Let's flip it inside out like that. Ooh, buddy. Get that all off. All right, that to be perfect. We're not building a machine for a space shuttle here. Just want to get the job done. Ta-da! That's nice and fresh. Let's get the thermal paste and the processor. So I have the processor here. And I've got some Dynex thermal paste. I have no idea if this is going to be good, but we're doing it. So we're going to bring this down and around. This lifts up, and this processor has not seen the light of day for who knows how long. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. And this, just to reiterate, Core 2 Duo from 2005. This is 6400 Melee, 2.13 gigahertz. Looks like 2 megabytes of cache. Blah, blah, blah. And we're going to go on to the quad core. This is the Q6600. Once again, it's been in like 3 machines at this point. Let's keep it going. 2.4 gigahertz, 8 megabytes of cache. All around, just a better processor. There you go. Snug as a bug. Close that. Bring down the latch. Ooh. Bring down the latch. That was scary. All right. Cool. Some people said this will work. Some people said this will not work. Let's see what happens, shall we? I have my doubts, just because I have not updated the BIOS yet. But that's the only reason I have my doubts. So I'm going to go ahead and do a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. That's good. I'll put one in the middle for good measure. You don't like the way I put on thermal paste? Well, boo to you. That's how it's going to be done here. All right. So the way this goes on is you put them into, oh, it's backwards, I think. Goes like that. And then like that. And then the screws go in. These are different screws too, I just noticed. Alright, just the finger tightness. Alright. Cool. So RAM is upgraded, CPU is upgraded, turn it on, and hope it doesn't blow. Alright, let's go into, see if it boots up first of all. Do we get any sort of post? I don't know if you guys hear that, but it's ramping up. It's definitely moving some air. I don't know when to stop it. Okay, I'm gonna stop it. Nothing's happening. All right, so test number one failed. Failed, excuse me. It did not boot. I saw nothing on the screen. Not gonna lie, a bit worrisome. I hope that's a problem with the machine, not the processor. I'm gonna turn it on one more again. See what happens. I smell something terrible. Here it goes, it's ramping up. This is not promising whatsoever. It's just ramping up again. All right, that did not work. So the processor upgrade failed incredibly bad. Yeah, we tried. Can't blame us for trying. That's what we do. You just don't know until you try. I might try again after updating the BIOS. We'll see. All right. Gonna go ahead and wipe off the paste real quick. I don't think it's the processor because the processor was working in a different machine. That one has been decommissioned. Okay. So there's that. Oh, let me do the processor. That's fine. I just really wanted 4 cores. Now what'll suck is we take out this processor, put the old one back in, and it still doesn't work. Now, I would feel a little insecure after that. There you go. That's in. All right, there's no indicators on this one. All right. get the thermal compound, put that back on. And for this one, I'm just going to do a big blob in the middle. Okay, we'll try this again after BIOS updates, if we can get it working right now. Imagine it doesn't work. I will be heartbroken in several ways. Turn it on. Fingers crossed. Sounds a little more normal. It's booting up. Okay, let's get the BIOS. Oops. Totally just kicked it. My bad. My bad, everyone. Oh, crap. Let me frame it. Okay. Okay. We're back in business. So it did not like that processor. We're stuck with this piece of crap. Dual core, 2.13 gigahertz. I am sweating like crazy. Whew. Okay. That's done. Last but not least, we're doing a hard drive upgrade. And that's going to be up next. I'm just going to leave that on right now. Let's see if we can do this. I have 200 gigabytes and this is SATA, right? No, this is IDE. What? Are you kidding me? Okay, this is a 200 gigabyte IDE, but we're not going to use that. We need a SATA. IDE. What the hell? Is it all IDE? What's this? This one's also IDE. I have a 20 gigabyte drive in here. That's not it. 500. Boom. My only SATA is this Western Digital 500 gigabyte drive. And I have no way of securing that here. Now's not the time. I mean, I can basically just have it sit in there. That's gonna be jank. Geez, what's on here? Do I know what's on here? Do I want to know what's on here? You know, let me check it out real quick. Gotta be very careful. That's the opposite of careful. Okay. What is this? Okay. This was an old installation from, I think from a test computer. see the documents, nothing. Downloads, nothing. Was there anything in here? Videos, nothing. You know what? I'm gonna say there's nothing on there. Eject. Okay. Cool. That's hilarious. So this is gonna be my new hard drive. It's either this or this Toshiba drive, which I think either one of these would probably not be the most ideal choice, but we're gonna go with this one. It doesn't even say what this Toshiba is. HDD2J54. What is that, 50 gigs? I don't even know. I think this might have came from my old Xbox 360. Whatever. I'll check this one out later. But we're gonna go with this one. So here's that. Here's that. Is this on right now? This is on. Let's turn this off. Because this is, I don't think it's hot swappable. We don't want to find out the hard way. Let's see, this goes like this. Start with this one first. Might be easier to plug in. And then, oops, like that. We'll probably secure it with like zip ties or something. That's a problem for later. Let's turn it on and hope it gets red. All right, let's see, drives. There it is, 500 gigabytes. Woo! All right, the other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach an external hard drive to this, so that's gonna be USB. Ideally it would be internal, but as you can see, there's only so much I can do with these proprietary motherboards. Yeah, super bummer about the processor. But let's try the video card. One step at a time, people. One step at a time. Does it say what that is? What kind of PCI Express slot? Can't really tell. Can't tell. Should be fine. Crap, which one do I use? Just gonna go with the black one. The black slot. Whoops. Now the reason I'm doing this, which probably seems dumb for a server, is because gotta take this out somehow without destroying anything. The reason I'm putting a video card is because I could probably do the transcoding on the server itself before it gets sent to the stream, as opposed to sending the entire file and then having it being transcoded on whatever you're viewing it on. So this is just kind of a wishful thinking. I have no idea if it's actually going to work. I would assume it does. Why wouldn't it? Oh no, is it too large? You're kidding me. Oh my god. I didn't think about that one. Okay, never mind about the video card. It's more trouble than it's worth, to be honest. Let's crap. That kind of sucks. There's no way I can get that to fit. Absolutely not. Look how tall that is. Unless I remove the VGA and then chop it. Which actually looks doable. Do I actually want to go through with that? If I chop it, will it fit even? Oh my god, it will. If I remove the VGA and chop it. So I can remove that. And I can remove these screws. Let's see how far we can get. Wow. This is potentially stupid. Definitely dangerous. I think I'm just going to bend it. This is stupid. Do not try this at home. I am not responsible for any damage that occurs to your device. Oh god. There's one side. There's another side. Straighten it out so it doesn't look like a shit job. I mean, let's be honest. This is a shit job. Let's see if that fits. Oh my god. Is it in? It's in. Holy crap. Haha. Look at that. Whew. Let's see how that worked out. Does that even work? Impressive. I impressed myself with that one. So it's not showing me anything via... I mean, I got two beeps. I think I have to switch to the HDMI. HDMI. Okay, what do I got here? Display adapters. HDMI to DVI. Need HDMI cable. HDMI cable. Oh god. HDMI cable. I was not ready for that. I didn't actually think we were going to get this far. HDMI cable. Got it. Plug it in. It fits. All right, I plugged it in. And what's going on? Let's remove the VGA. No signal. No signal. No signal. No signal. Okay. All right. I don't think this worked, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn. We have the HDMI still connected. I'm going to turn it on one more time, see what happens. The VGA is still unplugged. Oh! It's on. VGA is disconnected. Let's check out PCI info. Slot 1, VGA multimedia. Video group contains options and settings related to the video controller. Primary video. Use the add-in video controller. So that's that. All right. Look at that. We did it. Woo! This worked. It worked. Cheers to that. All right. That's my cider. Delicious cider. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this off. I think we're at a good place here. So just to recap what we did, I'm gonna take this off for the time being. This is my VGA little adapter thing. Hilarious how I just made that happen. I think these go on the front. Oh my goodness. So recap. We removed the DVD-ROM drive and the floppy drive, and we replaced well, not the floppy drive, we replaced both with this laptop 2.5-inch SATA drive, 500 gigs, Western Digital, Scorpio Blue, and that's going to be our data drive. And after that, we upgraded the RAM to 8 gigs from 1 gig, so that's 8 times more memory. And we tried to update the CPU to the quad-core Q6600. That was a failure in every possible way. So we replaced that with the processor that was existing, which is the Core 2 Duo dual-core processor. I forgot which model it was. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Hopefully we can replace it soon. Then we tried the video card. Video card wouldn't fit, so we actually bent the adapter and pretty much smushed it in there. And it works. It's recognized, and that's all I could really ask for. This thing even closes to hold everything in. And that's it. Unfortunately, there's only 2 SATA ports, so I cannot add additional hard drives. We will have external hard drives, so that's not too bad. Yeah, the CMOS battery will need replacing. This capacitor here looks like it could blow any second. That one's a little sketch. Other than that, it's good. It's good. It's alive, and I don't think I'm gonna do anything else for now. The next step, I'm gonna make a bootable drive, and we'll install FreeNAS, and then after we install FreeNAS, we'll set this up on the network and configure FreeNAS to work as a Plex media server. So that's our plan. That's the goal. I feel pretty good about it. Only thing that sucks is I can't really move this much because otherwise this drive in the middle will be flopping everywhere. You know what? Let me see if I can try to remedy the situation by taking off these little pegs from the floppy disk. I don't think these will fit into the screw slot, the screw holes for that drive. Let's take one out, see what happens. Oh, it does fit. Look at that. So maybe I'll just do 2 of these. So that way at least there's something giving it some support. It's not freely flopping everywhere. I wonder which laptop this came from. Might have been my mom's old laptop, if I recall correctly. So that goes there. And then this kind of just, oh, how does it go? Oh, it should be on the other side. Crap. I don't even think this could go all the way there. It cannot. They gave me the shortest USB cables or SATA cables in the world. Oh god. Whatever. I don't think this is actually helping anything. Whatever. I'm happy with it. So, yeah. Make sure to subscribe and leave a comment if you have a project that you did similar to this. If you have any suggestions on where I can make improvements, if any. There's not much to be done, but I can do something. I mean, there is a IDE slot right here. So if I really wanted to, I could hook up an IDE drive, but that's going to be slow as hell. It's supposed to be a server. Yeah, screw that idea. I don't like that at all. All right, we're done for today. Thank you for watching. Thanks for your interest, and stay tuned because I will be revisiting this project. And you know what? I'll find a way to have better camera angles, so I'll put some thought into that. But for right now, I'm signing off. Soccer's Tech Spot. Make sure to follow me at all these other spots such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course, YouTube. Love you all. Love your faces. See you next time.